What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Stranger Things video. There will be spoilers for season 4 of the show, so please be warned if you haven't seen that yet. I know it's a long one, and a lot of you are taking your time with it. I feel that the reveal of Vecna being Krill's son might have been the best moment across the whole show. This is due to the way it was combined with the way it was shot and shown. It was muy bien chef's kiss. However, there was something that I thought right up until the final episode, that the counsellor must be up to something. We saw Max and Dustin investigate the counsellor's office, and I really expected something to happen, but there is a big clue that is there that shows that possibly, like a transformer, there's more than meets the eye with her, 80s. Each of Vecna's victims this season, or in his eyes, people he's setting free, were teenagers who had heavy trauma, and they all had the same thing in common, apart from, the trauma. They visited the school counsellor. Now, I'm watching the show again with my girlfriend, as I did have to watch the whole show in one sitting for my day job over on Heavy Spoilers, but there's one little detail I noticed when watching the season again. If you look closely at the counsellor, she actually has what looks like a watch pendant around her neck that reminded me possibly of Vecna. As we know, Grandfather Clock gave Vecna his awakening that he wants to live no longer by society's norms. We truly live in a society. It's also a sign of him appearing and that you've been marked. Kind of like seeing the video in The Ring and having 7 days to live. I think there is more to here, as she never really spoke to the police that we saw. She never had a lot to do other than this initial connection. Surely someone would have been like, hey, all these kids, they visited the counsellor and they're dead. That's kind of sus. We know that characters have been mind controlled, as we saw last season and in season 2, or flayed, or whatever you want to call it. So I think in some way she is being controlled by Vecna and is possibly feeding victims to him. It would be interesting if she was semi-controlled by Vecna and that he was tapping in and finding that this was like the epicenter of trauma, like the true negative part of Hawkins, or the right side up, so that he saw this and that he is using her to try and get all of this pain and find out who to actually attack. But why now? Why after all this time? Well, he is the 5-star general of the Mind Flayer, so it might be that after last season's absolute own of the Mind Flayer, that they went back to trying something a little bit different here. So I think that it's a very interesting and neat touch, and I wonder if this will pay off at the end of the season. Hey, it's like less than a month away, I believe, until we get that. So, but this is a short little video here. So please do drop a like down below if you enjoyed it. Do subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.